Hey folks, Stronghold Crafter Kev here. Welcome to my channel. And in this video we're going to continue my dungeon tile series on how I make my basic dungeon tile sizes of based off multiples of 4. And I will show you how I use my Hotwire Foam Factory 3D scrolling table. And I'd like to thank DM Scotty and DMG for the inspiration behind this dungeon tile system I'm embarking on. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to my... If you like what you see, because you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I have a lot more things coming to the channel. I wouldn't want you to miss out. And if you're a subscriber, thank you. I really appreciate it. For more information on my craft, visit my website, which is Strongholds. It's not Strongholds, it's strongholdcrafter.com. Why am I getting this stuck in my head? And if you like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. I'll see you in a bit. Hey folks, welcome back to this dungeon tile tutorial. And we're going to be talking about basic dungeon tile sizes. Now, I might have mentioned in an earlier video that my Hotwire Foam Factory 3D scrolling table can only cut sizes of like 8 inches maximum. So, keeping that in mind, the way I've adapted my dungeon tile system, it's set up for multiples of 4. So here we have an 8x8 square, and here we have a 4x8 rectangle, and here we have a 4x4 square. Now these are the building blocks of this system, and it is very versatile with whatever you want to do. So I will just show a simple breakdown of what I'm talking about here. Okay. And that's about as far as I can go. Okay, down here I was talking about this is a 4x4 square. Here's the 4x8. Here's the 8x8 square. Now, depending on if you're talking about a corridor, if you're talking about a room, it doesn't matter. You can be very what's the word I'm looking for? Spontaneous. How about that? Okay, so 8x8 room, 8x16 room, yes. And the way my system is set up, of course, this is in pieces. So this would be like 2 tiles here you just put together, and here we have a 8x12 and so on and so forth. And here's a 4x16, 4x20 corridor. There's a corner tile here, T-junction, cross intersection, and the rooms. Yeah, the largest I would even think about making would be a 20x20 room, but here we have, you know, the other rooms in per se. And what's nice about this also is you can even make off the wall shapes. I mean, let's say we take this 16x16 room and just take the one 8x8 square out, and then we just have these 3 here, and then you just border this off with something else. Hey, that's what I like about it. It is very dynamic, and it all depends on how you set up your walls too, but that'll happen in a later video. Alright, and I'll just show a small demonstration of the cutting tool I mainly use for cutting the tiles. Hold on. Alright, here we have off the mount the Hotwire Foam Factory 3D scrolling table, and as you can see there, it has the wire there straight up and down. Pardon the shakiness here while I try to prompt this a little bit. Okay, there's the table, there's the wire, and right there is the fence kit part. So it works pretty much like a table saw almost. Alright. And I'll get it in here a little bit closer. It's a very simple setup, and here we have, let's see if I can, yep, you can see there in the back there's the attachments that hold it down. And right now this is set up at its max, 8 inches as I was talking about. And like I said, I'm going to go do a little demo and go from there. So let me set that up. Alright, I've already pre-cut this to 8 inches wide, but then I have to cut this panel, which is like 14.5 inches long, down to another 8 inches. Okay, so I will turn on the power, and I usually put it about midway between warm and hot on the power supply. And remember, this is very hot, this wire here, it can burn you, and always keep a window open for ventilation. And here we go. Put this up against the fence, the fence, and alright. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. You want to go at a nice steady pace, and because if you go too fast, the wire is going to be stressed and it's going to dangle. So keep that in mind, and we'll go on from there. Okay, I've already cut this 8-inch square, but I have this leftover piece here, and I can basically get a 4x8 piece out of this. I just have to reset the scrolling table. So I will set that up briefly and explain what I'm talking about. Now, unfortunately, this top-down view is not the best angle for this, but what you do is you turn off your power, and I use a square, small square, and I line it up with my fence, and then I line up the other end with the wire here, and then I set my measurements. So you want to have the square to be perpendicular. You want the fence to be perpendicular with the wire. So basically, I line up the square with the wire, and also a line on my cutting mat and so on and so forth. So I'm going to loosen this up here and slide this down to about 4 inches. Alright, once I have it set where I want it, I tighten it down very carefully, and we're good to go. Ready for the next cut. And simple as that. 4x8 piece. Now, this is what we have left over. What's nice about this thing is we can cut this down to wall pieces, which would be about 3/4 of an inch. Wide and tall, and it works out perfectly. It's like a virtual block, if you will. So, I won't go into that detail right now because it's pretty self-explanatory to cut it down, reset it up, and that pretty much sums it up. Thanks for watching. Bye.